I had this stupid car. I hated it. And it would always break down at the worst possible times. And every time it did, I would call Drew and yell at him. So it broke down this one day, and it was the first time I didn't have anyone to yell at. So I took out this little blue journal that somebody gave us as a wedding gift, and I yelled at that for the first time. And it was incredibly powerful and therapeutic. I was 26, he was 27. It was out of the reality of losing my husband, Drew, to cancer, after being married for only 4 months, that the Wellness Studio was born. So I turned my tragedy into a life of creative and professional passion. We've all got something, and this is my way of coming to terms with my story and to give inspiration to those who are searching for something to grab hold to in the face of their adversity. But to do that well, counselors have to not only be educated and experienced, but powerfully relevant.
You think mental health, and what comes to mind? To many, it's an outdated, unapproachable, and even intimidating industry. Sometimes forgetting it's people and not numbers that we're serving. It's an industry that has, for too long, not thought hard enough about what it could be. And this needs to change. You know, life is hard. People need each other. We need community, and we even need professional help at times. Yet there is still such a strong stigma tied to mental health that is so convincing that people actually choose giving up over asking for help. I imagine the last thing anyone wants to do is show up to an office that feels medicinal, has a sterile environment, and then actually start to get real with whatever it is they need to work through. But when our clients walk into the Wellness Studio, we want them to feel intrigued and welcomed. We want to bring an ease over them from the second they walk into the door so that the burdens they might be carrying can start to feel a little bit lighter. We want people to know that counseling is not just clinical, it's human. The space, the colors, the shapes, art, design, all create a curated atmosphere that we've researched and worked very hard to purvey. Why? Because we know that it takes a huge amount of courage to even show up to an appointment. We want our clients to know we honor and appreciate that. And it shows in every corner and conversation in the Wellness Studio.
Every day, we have the distinct privilege of caring for people who have come to a point that they have felt broken, no longer beautiful, no longer functional. But it's through the therapeutic experience a person can repurpose themselves into something more beautiful and more functional than where they started. And standing on a threshold is only temporary because we have got to make a decision as to whether we want to become bitter or better.